Welcome back, and thank you very much for watching this lecture video. I'm here with another lecture from organic chemistry. In this lecture, we will be talking about the benzene molecule. In last lecture, I said hydrogenation of benzene molecule gives us less energy than hydrogenation of 3 moles of cyclohexene. Okay. So clearly something is making benzene molecule is more stable, and that's the reason we get less energy. And as you see, the gap between them is hanging around 36 kilocalorie per mole. So something is hidden and it's making benzene more stable. Okay. We said that one is their resonance energy, and so if I go back here, we called it resonance energy. Is the energy that's actually we get it because of resonance structures. Okay, and now I want to talk about aromaticity. And what's the aromaticity? And we have a formula, sorry, we have rules, and we call them Huckel's rules for aromaticity. And based on those rules, we can predict whether one molecule it will be aromatic or not. Okay, if it's aromatic, the system will be stable. And whenever you try to hydrogenate it or make it fully saturated, you will see that you will get less energy. And it says a molecule is aromatic if it is planar. Okay, so first thing is the molecule must be planar. Second, if it's cyclic. Next one, it says any atom inside the ring is filled or is filled. Okay, so it has 2 electrons in it, or is empty. Okay, or is empty. So you have empty orbital, empty p orbital. Okay, so either full or empty. That means half occupied, no. Okay, half occupied is no. And then number of electrons, it's following 4n plus 2. And if number of electrons is following this formula, then your compound will be aromatic. And what's the n? And it has to be a whole number. It can be 1, 2, 3, and go up. You cannot have a fractional. And if you start with n1, number of electrons will be equal to 6 electrons. And 2 number of electrons will be 10. And if n is 3, 4 multiply 3, 12 plus 2, it will be 14 electrons. So you calculate, the pi electrons. And if the pi electrons are falling for n plus 2, in that case, we say the molecule is aromatic. Okay, for example, when it comes to benzene molecule, the molecule is a planar. So first one, we met it. First rule, we met it. The second is ring. Again, that's cyclic. So it's a good news until now. And then next one, how many p orbital we have? We have 6 of them, and each one, it has 1 electron in it. So I'm going to put 1 electron in each one. Okay, we have 6 electrons inside 6 p orbital. Okay, and if we calculate number of those electrons, as you see, I wrote 6 electrons, so clearly it's following the 4n plus 2, and that means n is equal to 1, and we have 6 electrons, so we met technically that formula or that rule. And so I'm going to say benzene molecule is aromatic. And this is the reason benzene molecule will give us less energy whenever we saturated the molecule, because it's aromatic. Okay, we can use the Huckel rules for other molecules. And for example, the first one, we have a ring. Okay, so the molecule it has a ring. And next thing is we have nitrogen instead of carbon. And in order to make nitrogen octet, we need to have a lone pair on it. So nitrogen, it has a 3 sigma and 1 lone pair. Okay, 3 sigma and 1 lone pair. So I go with this. And so we have 2 pi bonds plus 1 lone pair. So technically, we have 3 pairs. Three pairs inside the ring. That means we have 6 electrons. Now that we have 6 electrons, so I'm going to say 4n plus 2, if n is equal to 1, and then we get this. We get 4 multiply 1 plus 2 electrons. That's going to be 6. So this molecule is aromatic. So aromatic, yes or no? Yes, this molecule is aromatic. Next one, we have carbon, but carbon, it has a lone pair. Again, so 4 electrons, 4 pi electrons, that's a pi bond, and plus 2 lone pair, plus 2 electrons from 1 lone pair. We have 6 of them. So again, this one, yes, is aromatic. And how about C? C, we have empty p orbital. Okay, and so we have this system. Carbon here, carbon attached to hydrogen. Okay, this carbon is not acted, and that's the reason it has a positive charge. And what's the hybridization for it? Hybridization is going to be sp2. Okay, so that means we have a carbon with 3 p orbitals. Carbon missing 1 electron, so it has only 3 valence electrons. It can make 3 sigma bonds. Here you go, 3 sigma bonds. We made 3 sigma bonds, and but carbon still is not acted. So what's the solution for it? Solution is this: carbon, it has a p orbital. If that p orbital can make a bond with neighbor atom, then it will be, okay, it will be octahedral. But this p orbital, let's call it pz, is empty. There is no electron in it, and I'm going to keep it as it is. So I do have empty p orbital, but there is, but we have only 4 electrons. So 4 electrons plus an empty orbital. So I'm going to say this is going to be 4n plus 2. Okay, and in this case, the first one, if n is 1, in that case, I should get 6 electrons. Or even if we keep n is equal to 0, I'm sorry, I think I wrote somewhere, I wrote n must be equal to 1. I'm sorry about this one, and it can actually be 0 as well. Okay, forgive me about this. And it can be 0. If n is equal to 0, then we should get 2 electrons. It's not. Okay, we have 4 electrons. So in this case, n is going to be technically equal to half. Okay, I have 4 electrons equal to 4n plus 2. Okay, let's subtract 2 from both sides. That's going to give us, that's going to give us 2 equal to 4n. So what's going to be the n? N is going to be 2 divided by 4, 1 over 2. That's not correct. That cannot be. Okay, so n must be either 0 or whole number. 0 or whole number. So in this case, I'm going to say this one is not aromatic. How about the next one? We have 4 pairs, 4 pi bonds. That means 8 electrons. So I have, again, 8 electrons equal to 4n plus 2. Let's find the n. So I go minus 2, minus 2. That one is going to give me, I go 6 equal to 4n. What's the n? And it will be 6 divided by 4. To divide both by 2. That's going to be 3 over 2. So 1.5. Again, this one is not aromatic because n is a fractional number. So the answer for this one, it will be no. So I got 2 compounds aromatic, or 2 species aromatic, and 2 of them are non-aromatic. And how about these 3 molecules? In this case, we have 2 or more rings that they got fused and attached to each other. Is it possible to get aromaticity? And yes, it's possible. And if you're following the 4n plus 2, then it's possible to get the aromaticity, regardless of how many rings are attached to each other. In fact, in your body, you have plenty of this molecule, not copy paste of this molecule. Your body usually make, like a active side by through using couple of rings. The reason for it, whenever we have a positive or negative charge, we can distribute it inside those rings and make the species more stable and less reactive until we get the right nucleophile to be added to the system. Okay, so in this case, I have for the first one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 pi bonds. So 5 pi bonds means 10 electrons. So I go 10 equal to 4n plus 2. And what's going to be the n? N is going to be 8 divided by 4. That's going to be 2. So this one is 4n plus 2. If you put n equal to 2, you go 4 multiply 2 plus 2. That's going to be 10 electrons. So this one is aromatic. And next one, we have 7 of them. Okay, 7 pi bonds. That means 4n plus 2. N must be 3. And then for 12 plus 2, it will be 14. And so this one also will be aromatic. Next one, again, it has 7 pi bonds or 14 electrons. So N is going to be equal to 3. And so you go 4 multiply 3 plus 2, it will be 14 electrons. And again, last one, it will be aromatic. Okay. How about this molecule? The one on the left side, it has 2 hydrogen atoms. And I'm going to highlight these 2 bonds. Okay. Remember, that bond, it has sp2 hybridization. So, for example, the first one is going to have such a shape. Okay. One of the hydrogen, it will be up, and the second one is down. Now, these 2 are connected to each other. So I'm going to say these 2 are connected to each other through this area. And then we will have another double bond somewhere here. And that double bond, it has 2 hydrogens, 1 hydrogen here. And another hydrogen atom, it will be down there. Okay. Now, of course, these 2 are connected to each other. Okay. And so let's erase that hydrogen, okay, just to make them connected to each other. So instead of having hydrogen, second hydrogen, I'm gonna remove that one. And now I will connect those 2. Okay, those 2 are also connected. I'm talking about this region. Now, if you see these 2 hydrogens are pointing to each other, and because they are pointing to each other, they're gonna have repulsion. Why do we get those 2 hydrogen facing to each other? Because you have a double bond. Double bonds are going to be flat. Okay, so the hydrogen atom, they will be in this direction. They will be facing technically to each other. Now, how do you want to minimize that repulsion? You have to twist the molecule or maybe bend the molecule. And so in order to avoid repulsion between the hydrogen atom, the molecule is going to twist. It's going to get, some twisted geometry. So if you adopt twisted geometry, that means your molecule is not going to be planar anymore. And if it's not a planar anymore, we already violated one of the Huckel rules. So the molecule will not be aromatic because it's not planar. Okay, because it's not a planar. So this one is not going to be planar. But how about next one? Next one, if you look to the pi bonds, we have 5 of them. So 5 pi bonds means 10 electrons for n plus 2. N in this case is going to be 2. And that's going to give you 10 electrons. So is it aromatic based on number of electrons? Yes. Okay. Now, but we do have one carbon atom that it has sp3 hybridization. That's not a flat. Okay, this one is tetrahedral. And in order to get an aromaticity, the sp3, the bridge, the carbon with the sp3 hybridization, or the bridge, it will be out. It will be pointing out of the system, and the rest will give us a plane. Okay, so that plane, it will be aromatic except the bridge carbon. And so I'm gonna say the molecule is aromatic, and all that plane is aromatic except the sp3 carbon with sp3 hybridization. So that means we're gonna have a pi bonds here, and they will make the molecule, like planar for us. And of course, I do have a pi bonds back as well. But I can't show them here because it's going to be too crowded. Okay. Now, I want to talk about whether like a molecule like pyridine are aromatic or not. In order to in order to, open that discussion, I need to talk about, node and orbitals that they're involved. And that's going to be a good subject, but for another lecture. For now, let's stop the lecture here, and thank you very much.